Hello and welcome to the most boring part of any live stream. That's right, we are in the beginning of the live stream. Are you ready to wait? Are you ready to have bugs? Are you ready to sit around while me and other people who are streaming figure out what the heck YouTube streaming is? Well, I don't know what is up with you, but that's what we're gonna be doing until the game starts, and then presumably fun things will happen. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I am waiting on my worthy opponents to set up the game, and I am just going to see real quick if this live stream is live streaming. So if it is, then go ahead and let me know in this newfangled chat doohickey of which I have. I am looking at chat right now. Normally I would not, because when you're playing a game that's all about secrecy, just don't read chat. I know it can be tempting to, but yeah, don't. But nobody's watching at the moment because, as I said, this is the boring part of the live stream as we wait with bated breath? I don't even know what that means. How do you bait breath? That just sounds bad to me. Breath doesn't smell very good. The Gamery, I don't actually know his real name offhand because I'm bad with names, but that's what his name is on YouTube, so that's what we're going to go with. Said he will let me know when the game is ready to go. So, until then, we can simply wait. I think I will open up the stream and ask my brother if the stream is streamering. I don't know if those are proper verbs or nouns, but hey, it's my first live stream. I am entitled to make up a few words. That's what it says in the YouTube Terms of Service. And if you don't believe me, well, you should have read the YouTube Terms of Service. You're in your first live stream. You are entitled to make up 7 words. I just used 2, I think, right there. So, that's 5 left. 5 words I can make up. Is the stream working? I am asking my brother as I wait. In the event that we continue to wait, I can go through some cards and talk about some things. The game that we will be having will be, we were just talking, we are going to be playing without misdirect and without rumor tokens. That seemed, because I'm going to be playing against, it's multiple people and some of them are new. So we're gonna tone it down a bit. I offered to play without feed, but he, in his honorable way, said that I could play with feed, which is, good on him. I think it's the most powerful, well, one of the most powerful of Dracula's powers. But it's part of the game. So, we will continue to wait. Still not getting any feedback on whether or not the stream is working, which will be a shame, as I have said all manner of funny and laughable things, which shall be forever lost to the ether if this stream is unfunctional or non-functional. So, yes, we shall continue to wait for the game to be formed. In the meantime, what is all of y'all's favorite brand of horse? I'm kidding. Let's talk about cards. I will open up the library and talk about various randomness. I've been meaning to do a video on fast horses. A card of which, in my combat video, I just simply mentioned that it was very good. I believe it is a card of which has the maybe most value in the game. Oh, there's only 3 in the deck. For some reason I thought there was 4. David Umstad, ladies and gentlemen. maker of guides and not knower of things. Biggest thing you need to know about fast horses is that there are 8 tickets in the deck that will make you move 1 road, and 8 tickets in the deck that will make you move 2 roads. This is significant because if you hold on to a lot of the tickets that make you move 1 road, then the chances of the ticket that you reveal being one that makes you move 2 roads is very, very high. The other thing you need to understand about fast horses is this bit that says if there's no yellow number on that ticket, move 1 road and discard this card instead of returning it to your hand. Yeah, that's really spooky because there's only 3 fast horses in the deck and they're very precious. They're like Heavenly Hosts in that way. So I have a tendency not to risk doing fast horses unless all of the tickets without a road, without a yellow number on them, are accounted for. There's 3 of them. They are all a white 1, which are tickets that are not very useful. They don't let you move by yellow rails, and generally you're not really wanting to move with just a white 1 rail unless you happen to be in Paris. I'm gonna check again real sick. Someone has said yo. I don't know if that means that they can hear what I am saying, or if they are a fan of 1/2 of a yo-yo. Or they are Spanish and are referring to themselves for some reason. But we may never know for what this yo has meant. We are going to continue to wait for our worthy opponent to... something specific. What? Oh. Wanting to make a public game, or you're going to name it something specific? Something specific. Okay, alright. I will look for the game titled something specific. Okay, looks like our worthy opponent is endeavoring to summon us. So, we shall find Lee Game. Once I have that open, I will no longer be able to look at chat, so if you have any jokes, comments, insults, or marriage proposals, please say them now, or I will miss them in the game. Let's see, join. Let's see the name of it. He said it was something specific, so something, space, specific. Boop. Did that work? Wait, no, I think I just made... Oh, no, that didn't work. Phooey. Okay, that looks like he hasn't made it yet. I kid. Just let me know. Alright. Yeah, so I was talking about fast horses. You might hear me refer to something called horse economy. Of course, I'm actually going to be playing as Dracula in this game. So, why am I talking about a Dracula guide? Seems weird. Seems a bit weird. Still no word on if it is working or not. Is the stream working? Can you guys hear me? Can you understand the verbiage of which I am attempting to communicate? Is there a transference of information via the medium of auditory signals that are produced via... Ooh, my biology just ran up real short for the purpose of this joke, so I'm going to abandon this joke now. Abandoning joke! Alright, joke has been abandoned. Nailed it. We have a yes. So it looks like it is working. We're still going to wait for our worthy opponent to make the game. Since I will be playing as Dracula, maybe I can tell you a thing or two about encounters. That is another thing that I have been wanting to do. Is do a guide to all of the encounter cards. Man, there's a whole lot of them. The most important encounter, of course, is Unnatural Fog. I shouldn't have to explain why, but I'm going to, because this is a guide. Unnatural Fog is the only card in the game that lets Dracula avoid a fight. A lot of people think Bats does that. It does not. Fog does a ton of stuff. You cannot rail through it, you cannot enter it, you cannot leave it, you cannot search while in the space, and if Dracula wants to, he can choose not to fight you. If it's in a port, you put 2 down, so it will take forever, and because of the whole delay when you ambush with it, it is really good. Yeah, it's the best thing for limiting the hunter's movement. You can sometimes do crazy things like have multiple hunters move into a space and then ambush with it, and have them all trapped in the city. It's the #1 target of things like Behind the Veil and Forewarned, so usually only one of these is going to go off in a game, if that. The second most valuable event, of course, is Bats, which is one of those surprise you were looking for a vampire, but it was me, Bats cards. Some people like to ambush with this. It can be good. Yeah, I should talk about that. Before I go talking about the encounters too much. So there's 3 metrics by which you judge an encounter. The first metric is its value when ambushing. The second metric is its value when maturing. And the third metric is its value when a hunter searches for it and reveals it. So, for example, an aristocratic vampire's value when it matures is the 4 points, and clearing the 4th, 5th, and 6th spaces of the trail. You can't ambush with it, so its ambush value is 0, and when a hunter searches for it, all that happens is that they become delayed. So, its value for its search, not that much. Its value for when it matures, pretty good, and its ambush value is 0. Bats, on the other hand, has no mature value. Unless you stick it in a lair, which can be good, which is why lairs are a good thing, in my opinion. It has actually excellent ambush value and excellent search value, actually. Leaving this where they search in the night, and then in their day phase they're moved and then delayed, that's really good. Although that's basically going to have the same effect as ambushing with this, because either way they're going to miss their next day action. Either because they have to move, or either because they were delayed. Oh, hold on, we have more comments happening. Cool, working on some issues. Do you want to join our Discord voice channel? I would love to. Hold on. Let's see. I should probably tell him that I am going to join. I don't think you guys will be able to hear what he is saying before I can do that. Sounds good. Says I must be a member for 10 minutes to do so. Yes, if you want to watch this from the perspective of the other side, go ahead and watch that stream. I have a link to it in the description. At least I believe I did that correctly. If not, you can just probably do a Google for Fury of Dracula live stream, and if you set it to something that's happening this week, you will probably get what's going on. It's called the Gamery. Let me make sure I get the spelling of that right. Stand by while I do uninteresting things. As I said and warned you, this is the most boring part of the stream. The part where we just hash out stuff. I've watched many a live stream, and this is how they go. Yes, the Gamery, Gamery. Yes, they have a stream. It does not look like it's live yet, so I probably pulled the gun too early on this. So, yeah, I feel a little dumb about that. But, what are you going to do? Of what are ye going to do? Forsooth. Forsooth, indeed. I hope you'll... I shouldn't be showing you guys that Bats animation for too long. That seems like that would be impolite of me. Okay, ooh, he's saying words. What words is he saying? Been invited. Join voice. Hello! Hello, I am here. Can't join the voice channel. It is locked to me. But we'll get that working out soon enough. Yeah, I don't think I've set this up so you guys can hear what he is saying, because I am bad at this stuff. Oops. You want to hear what he's saying? Join his live stream. I don't want to start publicizing what he's saying unless he's wanting to reveal it. He has his own live stream for showing stuff, and he doesn't. I don't want to be like, haha, surprise! You're on my live stream the whole time. Now we all know your bank account numbers and vault codes. That's how you generally greet people, is to give away private financial information. At least I think that's what you're supposed to do. If not, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. So we shall continue to wait. Communication is slow in the age of information. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Wait, nope, not home. I want the Gamery. Home here. Can't join the voice channel. I already said that. Oh, looks like something's changed. Oh. Yep. Various personages are joining the live stream. Very good, very good. All is as it should be. Yeah, like I said, this is going to be a lot of boring. If you guys are lucky enough to be from the future and have gone back in time and are watching this as the live stream, you can be like, hey, I'm just going to skip ahead to the interesting part. And you're like, man, why didn't Quincy Morris get rid of all of this boring stuff? Well, the answer is because I am a lazy man who doesn't have time for, being diligent about being a good YouTuber and making good videos. So, sorry, watch a YouTuber who is good at those things if you want those things. If you don't, I'm not going to lie, that's a little weird. You can probably tell when I minimize the game when the game audio stops. Oof. High quality stuff here, he said. You can't be sarcastic and self-deprecatory. I'm suddenly learning those two styles of humor are contradictory. Is that a word? Hey, you know the rule. I can make up a new word, so that's third. All right, that's 3 of my 7 words that I'm allowed to make up. You think I'm joking about this? Check the YouTube terms of service yourself, and you see, in your first live stream, you were allowed to make up 7 words, because you're inexperienced, and it's okay to make up words. You don't believe me? Check it. Read the entire YouTube terms of service right now. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we are doing in order... Well, let's not... I'm not going to flatter myself here. Gentlemen, that's not what's going to be happening here. Man, I forgot which direction I was going with that joke. Something about the YouTube terms of service. Right. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in the beginning, because, as I said, unimaginably boring the beginning of a live stream. Very much. Why are you even here? You should go somewhere else and do something interesting. He said 40% sarcastically. Never mind. It's all good. No rush. I'm ready when you are. No rush. Ready when you are. Stream does start in 2 minutes, but hey. The starting of a stream is more like guidelines than actual rules. At least that is my experience. While I wait, you guys get to look at the coolness that is the moving around of the menus. I always thought this was kind of cool. Here, I can show you all of my stats. Yeah, the leaderboards. I can show off my leaderboards. Haha. Almost most total moves. Not most total wins. I have 127 wins and 16 losses. Now, of the 127 wins, maybe 20 of those are against AIs, so If you guys want to do the math there and figure out how cool of a guy I am because I can win in this dumb simulated board game, then I mean, I don't know. Good job, I guess. Hey, look, I travel the most. The only one I'm really proud of in terms of these leaderboards. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, I can search a statistic. Yeah, no, not wild horses. No, not aristocratic vampire. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, well, I guess the... No stats found! Fast horses, there we go. Ooh, Mr. Green is getting up there. He didn't used to be. Yeah, it's good to see that people are suddenly figuring out that Fast Horses is quite good, but yeah, I'm double everyone else in Fast Horses because, seriously guys, Fast Horses is so good. But I already explained a rant on that. But I am often going to be a person who will duplicate my rants. I'm a man who likes his rants. I figure if you're going to put the work together to come up with a good rant, I mean... you gotta milk that rant. Don't just come up with a good rant and then do it once. You know, say it multiple times. Who cares if people have already heard the rant? If it's a good rant, then you can say it again. Am I doing a rant on rants? Yeah, okay, sure, but I would say it's a decently good one. So, have I told you about rants? No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna follow my own rule and rant on the same rant twice in a row. That would be over-ranting, which is something you can do. You can over-rant, which is a little different than being overwrought. That's different. One interesting thing I found is that a lot of the art depicts people who are not characters in the game. Some of the devs on the Discord were toying with the idea of creating new characters. And we were like, oh, really? New characters? You know, it's just like, who's this guy? Is that supposed to be, like, Seward with a beard or something? It's like, maybe that's what Quincy Morris looks like. This guy kinda looks like Godleming. Not from this image, but that one. The beard is a little different, and the mustache is a little different. I don't know, not quite. Yeah, that looks like Godleming, I would say. This doesn't look like anybody. That, it's a little hard to tell. That, I think, is the same guy in Rifle. This guy, I think, is the same guy from Dodge, if you look at it from here. That kind of looks like this guy. Neither of them really look like a character in the game, though. Now, this is obviously Mina. This is obviously Van Helsing. This is obviously Rufus Smith. I mean, I don't think I need to explain that at all. This is Mina and Van Helsing, which I actually really like, because this card specifically is actually quite good on both those characters. That's good card design, I like to say. When your art or your lore text gives you a hint on how the cards should be used. This is unclear who this is. Can't really know. Don't really get a good look at the face. Well, it's a goatee. Yeah, I can't quite tell. This is Godleming. Yeah, so I guess, I don't know, given that facial hair, I suppose this could be Godleming. Still looks like a different person. This is Mina, which is fine. Not that. That's, you know, it's a vampire's getting punched. You know, that's Mina. This, I used to always think was Godleming, but he doesn't have any of the beard. It's like a clean-shaven Godleming. It looks kind of like the guy who's on Fast Horses. This is obviously Van Helsing. That's fine. But yeah, if you look at Fast Horses, not this guy. I don't know who that is. This guy kind of looks like this guy. So, I don't know, maybe when they introduce the expansions, they'll add new characters. It's completely mute. They just made cool art because, you know, the original game wasn't going to have any expansions because this is not the kind of game that gets expansions. Let's see if more people are talking to us. Not at the moment. They're getting set up. That's fine. That is okay. So, yeah. A lot of interesting ideas on who could make new characters. One idea was to have a sort of, like, alternate version of the 4 characters, because the game is very balanced around this 4. So you couldn't really do modular character design. If you were to introduce new characters, it would probably be best to just introduce a new roster of characters. Like, okay, these are all of the new characters that we're getting. It's not just this one. So there was an idea of like doing a what-if scenario with completely different characters, so you could have Lucy Westenra, Jonathan Harker, and Quincy Morris, and Thomas Builder. And if you don't know who Thomas Builder is, man, not enough people need to read. Not enough people have read Dracula. Let me tell you. You know, it's like, oh, the people who die are all different, and it's Lucy Westenra instead of Mina, you know, or whatever. It's real complicated to change something like that, especially if you're changing it from like an ally becomes a playable character. That means that you need to now have a new ally, and then you need to give that new character a new event, and then take out the previous event. Like, I mean, hypnosis is kind of an important event, and you know, it's a big change. It would be a big change to change the characters, but it'd be cool. It would be cool. In my opinion, at least. Yeah, the idea I had was Quincy Morris instead of Lord Godalming, Thomas Builder instead of Dr. Seward, Jonathan Harker instead of Van Helsing, and Lucy Westenra instead of Mina Harker. Same initiatives, their abilities would be different. There's some ideas online people have had for alternate versions of the characters. I wasn't really crazy about them. I think there was a marginally interesting one for Jonathan Harker, where he had some sort of built-in newspaper reports instead of the psychic bond, and they were like having him instead of Mina Harker. Then, like, what do you have Mina Harker as a ally? I don't know. It's weird. It's fun stuff to think about. I dabble in game design. My brother is the real game designer. And, you know, it can be fun. Any game we play, we're always like, well, how should we change this? How would we make it different? You know, I think blood transfusions should reduce influence. Or I think that strength shouldn't break the crucifix because the crucifix is too weak at the moment. I think the crucifix should damage against escapist mist. It shouldn't just damage it against fangs and mesmerize. Because I think the crucifix is a little underpowered. And I think the big one. I think Dark Call should also draw a card from the top, and if it's a Dracula card, it goes to Dracula, and if it's a Hunter card, it's discarded. I just think that would be good. I also think Dark Call should do less damage. Wolf Form should do more damage. Feed should heal for 1 less, and Misdirect should do a damage. That is my opinion. I used to have a lot of opinions about rumor tokens until I played a whole lot more, and now I actually kinda like rumor tokens. They speed up the game for when Dracula's just winning and just allows him to win so that the game can end. Because one kind of problem with the game is that sometimes when Dracula's just winning, the game can tend to drag on for a little while. And rumor tokens can be... I think they can help with that. Although, the starting with one and throwing one down before you've been found... That is... Oh, okay, game up. That's a little odd. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Alright, says the game's up. Let's look for it. Whack a mole. Okay, alright. Hello. Wait. Hello. Are you with the live stream? I don't think this is actually the guy. Ooh, I'm gonna feel bad. Anybody in the chat, go ahead and start a game and play with this guy, because I don't think he's the guy who I'm supposed to be playing. What's the game name? Oh yeah, he didn't. He said he wouldn't. I think I'm in the wrong room. Sorry. Try the Discord to find an opponent. I always feel bad when someone's like, oh hey, I'll find somebody who can play against me, and it's like, oh no, sorry, I was looking for something else, and then you don't. Because in my early days of playing this, before I really started getting into the Discord a lot, I would open up a lobby and lie down and watch a YouTube video for like an hour, and I would glance over at the screen and see if anyone would join. And maybe sometimes after a half hour, 45 minutes, somebody would join. And yeah, that was something. That was a thing. That was indeed a thing. Gamery, alright, let's join. Gamery. Aha! Here we are. Hello! That's the thing. Gotta talk about Dracula in this. Looks like we're waiting on the other guys? I don't know. Yes, no misdirect. Oh, no rumor tokens. You were wanting to play without players? I'm, fine with layers if we remove feed. Okay, once the game starts, of course, then I will actually leave. So, yeah, I am going to be looking at your comments. Sorry about saying that I was going to leave. I will look at your comments. Once the game starts, then I will no longer be... once the game starts, then I'll no longer be looking at the comments section, because as much as I trust all of you guys, I don't trust any of you guys. Which is weird to say because my brother is actually on the stream. Okay, theoretically I trust some of you guys. But if I were playing as the Hunters, it'd be really bad, you know, because I'd be looking, it's like, hey, he's in Madrid. And it's like, okay. And, you know, you can try not to take that information, but sometimes you're like, oh, I did kind of think maybe he was in Madrid. So be sure to post a bunch of wrong info in the chat so that if someone posts correct info, they will be wrong. So practice now. Practice saying some untrue things in the chat. That won't be controversial. Like I said, this is the most boring part of any stream, so I hope you guys enjoy boringness, because this is the part where we wait the heck around for the game to start. Very good, no problem. Alright, waiting on the other players. We got some newbie players, which is totally fine. Everybody starts out as a newbie. I started out as a newbie. No matter what people on the Discord tell you, I started out just as not as good as anyone else when they first start with this game. I made a bunch of dumb mistakes, and we lost a lot, and it took us like 6 games before we ever saw a Hunter victory. And I still don't think we've seen a Hunter victory with the physical game. Yeah, we haven't seen a Hunter victory with the physical game, and some of that may be because we've gotten the rules wrong. This is a very rules-complicated game, and I think sometimes people get rules wrong in Dracula's favor. I'm not sure about that. It's not like the Jaws board game where I am positive that people make rules mistakes in the crew's favor. If you haven't played Jaws, if you want to play a game that has a similar sort of feel to Fury of Dracula but plays in 45 minutes, try the Jaws board game. It is not half bad. It's 2 games, one of which is a deduction game, and the other one is a bluffing but also hand planning combat game, and it has some of the same sort of strategic skills that the Dracula combat system uses. It's totally different. It's like a miniatures game with moving figures around on a boat as it's slowly eaten. It's really cool, actually. But there's a lot of bluffing and predicting and managing your position now so that next turn you're in a better position, and trying to put together combos in ways that are difficult. It's really interesting. You should check it out. Check out the Jaws board game. But in that, people get rules wrong all the time, and it always helps out the crew. At least from everything that I have seen of gameplay videos, and from people asking questions on Board Game Geek. People think that the crew is overpowered in that game. That might be true, but it's not my experience. The game's pretty even in my experience. But what can I say? I would say you have to play better as the shark to win in the Jaws board game. But like I said, I'm not talking about what needs to be spoken of. You guys don't want to hear about Jaws, you want to hear about Dracula and board games and things to make you not bored as we wait. Well, I got nothing. Guess in the comments. And unfortunately, I can't leave now to show you guys pictures of stuff as I talk about strategy and encounters. But maybe I will anyway. Ooh, words are happening. Cool, they are joining. Ah! Okay, they're coming in as him. Interesting. Interesting. That's a little weird. Now, I know some of you might be saying, David, you're allowed to watch the stream. You'll be playing as Dracula. That means you can hear what the hunters are saying, right? And I'm like, dude, just chill, okay? I mean, these are new guys, all right? We got to give them every advantage they have. They got to make sure they have a fun time. Okie doke. Here we go. Turn on layers. Or not, whatever you want. Man, I'll beat you without layers. I don't care. I'll beat you with nothing turn on. Nah, I'm not kidding. I think I would have trouble winning without wolf form. Although I did win a game earlier without using wolf form, but you know, it's always the threat of wolf form. Greetings, various personages. That's the standard greeting of nerds, I guess. I'm various AF. Now there's a great COD tag. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to be friendly. Sometimes it can be hard to be friendly, you know? Sometimes you just, you know, you go up to somebody and you just want to be a jerk, and you just want to say mean things to them. Am I the only person like that? Maybe I am. Maybe I have problems. I should talk to a therapist, but I ain't gonna. You know, it's hard to figure out how to be nice. You gotta think of the right thing to say. I don't know what you're thinking. David, are you some kind of sociopath? And I would answer, well, I am playing as Dracula. But no. No. I had that removed. So looks like he won't be turning layers on? I don't know. He's the guy who's putting this on is having to juggle a million things. He's got to have his stream, and then he's got to also have his stream being on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know how the heck you make that work. And then he's having to get his friends be playing the game with me, and then we have to hope like crazy that nothing breaks. Because if something breaks, then we start over because this game has no rejoin feature. Oof. Yeah, hope I don't have a power outage, guys. Or they'll be playing Robo Dracula. And Robo Dracula is not good at board games. I'm ready to go when y'all are. One thing I think could be fun if there were like tournament rules or something. Some sort of like banned draft phase where you remove powers. I don't know. Since it's a general consensus that Dracula is more powerful than the Hunters, although I disagree with that, I think it's actually pretty balanced. Just so we could get more randomish games in terms of not playing with certain powers. I think that could be really interesting. because there's usually pretty set things that people do, but it's pretty rare that you get a situation like this where it's like, okay, some of my stuff is turned on and some of it is turned off. How is that going to change the game? I don't even really know. It could be really interesting and different. I'm really sorry for the late start. It's all to be expected. The machines must show us who's in charge. Okay. Okie doke. Good thing we're not playing with Misdirect, so I'm not tempted to misuse Misdirect. And it'll make it easier on them, you know? They'll be able to find me sooner. I don't know how much these guys watch my videos. I did send them a couple to prepare for this, to be like, hey, here's some basic strategies. The two things I'm afraid of is that they didn't watch any of those at all, and they do make all of the newbie mistakes. And the other thing I'm afraid of is them playing and they feel like they have to do everything I told them to do. It's like, the one way to play the game is the Quincy Morris way. And it's like, I'm fine with being ahead in a jar. I don't know how to say words against that. What words should I say? Chat? Post your comments in the comments below. Nope, no comments going on right now. That's fine. You guys don't have to speak to me. That's okay. That's how I go through life most of the time. I'll just pretend, you know, I'm around girls. And then it's like, ah, yes, this is normal. No comments being said. Normal human situation. If you can't hear me, or if I sound like a robot, or if there's the words that I'm saying are being heard to you in some sort of demonic voice that is spawning evil creatures, let me know about that, because it all sounds normal to me. And, you know, if you see somebody accidentally spawn an evil creature, it's a good thing to let them know about it, because they may not know. They may think they're talking evil. Or they may think they're not talking evil. They're talking normal and good. Can't go assuming things. Just can't do it. Assuming things is... It makes a you and me out of an ass, or whatever the saying goes. I don't know. I saw something change there, which is a spooky. Yeah, I think we're going against 3. EC Bond, who is the guy putting it on this, Gamery. Check the link in the description. Or go Google it. It's the Gamery, Gamery. He's got a stream going if you want to watch from the perspective of the hunters. Don't go tell him where I am. Guys, come on. Let's just have a normal game. Don't go being like, hey, he's in Valona. I mean, don't do that because, like, okay, obviously the Valona thing, I mean, come on, guys. It's funny. It was funny for the first, like, month. It's no longer funny now. Stop going to Valona. Or, hey, he's in Cagliari. Now, if you aren't watching the stream and you're wanting to, like, guess about where I am, then do that. But if you want to do that, you need to get the heck over to the other stream right now. Let me check to see if that stream is started. Otherwise, I'm telling you guys to do a bunch of things that you can't do. What is this? The military? Sorry. That's, bad joke. I shouldn't make fun of the military. When you make noises while you're looking for something, it just makes it better. Why is that the case? I can't say that I know. Hold on, I'm gonna open this, see if the... looks like the stream hasn't started yet, but that's fine. Waiting around town for the stream to commence. Yep, this is how live streams go. First hour, sitting around, waiting for the technicals to technical. That's been my experience, at least. What's your experience with live stream? Don't say it in the comments, because no one cares. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying something opposite of what people usually say in order to break up the monotony of a scene, or of watching this, by saying things of which you are not used to, so that your cognitive patterns may be disrupted in a way to draw attention to them. And that causes entertainment. At least, that's what it says in all of my entertainment scientific textbooks that I read every night. And if you don't do that when you go to bed every night, I'm sorry, but you're going to hell. That's just the simple matter of it. But I kid, of course. Yeah, I'm one of those people where when I do kid or say something that is obviously not true, I always have to say it, even though it is obvious. Because I feel like I'm lying if I don't. Because sometimes people don't know you're being sarcastic. Like, 99% of the time they know you're being sarcastic. But it's that one time when, you know, you're like, hey, do you want us to nuke Japan for no reason? No, please do that. And then suddenly you've nuked Japan, and it's like, oops, my bad. That's gotta be awkward. I mean, it was bad enough the first time. Did we have to do it again? And this time we had no good reason. Yeah, see, that would be bad. That may seem like an extreme example, but, well, extreme examples are funny? I don't know. I don't know. Man, who knew that my stream would be the first one to go on? My stream is ready to... I don't want to sound like I'm hassling him. I'm sure he's working on it. What's the hold up? Anything I can do? And I hate doing this, but I'm putting a smiley face. I hate doing that. I always feel like people are being sarcastic when they do the smiley face. See, that's the biggest problem with smiley face, is sarcasm. It's not people thinking that you're sincere when you aren't sincere, but people thinking you aren't sincere when you're sincere. Like the smiley face thing. Whenever they put it at them, I always feel like they're being demeaning. I'm sure you guys know the meaning of that word, but it means to look down on somebody. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a strike on that one. Bad pun. I get 3 bad pun strikes. That is also in the YouTube Terms of Service if you haven't looked when you first stream. As I said before, you get to make up seven new words, and you get 3 bad pun strikes. So that's my first one. If I do 2 other incredibly bad puns, I die. Seems extreme, but this is YouTube we're talking about. If I do go over the limit or the quota of making up new words, however, that is only 5 years in prison. So it's not as bad as the bad pun punishment, but you know how it is. Puns are far more serious. Far more serious. They're no laughing matter. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I actually did kind of like that joke. So that's not a strike. I think that was actually... Is it weird when you can make your own self laugh? That just sounds so narcissistic. That just sounds unimaginably narcissistic. Or actually, maybe exactly imaginably not narcissistic. Because theoretically, I did just imagine it. So for me to say that it's unimaginably, that'd be pretty contradictory. But yeah, sometimes I'll laugh at my own jokes. Sometimes I'll go back and read something that I wrote like 6 months ago. And I'll be like, wow, this is really good. Ooh, they're going live now. It's alive! It's alive! Wait, wrong franchise. Okay, they're going live now. So if you guys want to head over to the other stream, check the link in the description. Would somebody please actually check the link in the description to make sure that it actually is the correct link? Because I would hate to be using the wrong link. And going and sending people not to the stream, because part of the reason of this collab is so... Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go! Alright, I can't check the live stream now, so William, if you're listening to this, if you could check my link to make sure that it works, and if it doesn't, post the link in the chat, because I am not going to check the chat now. So this is the last time. So if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, threats, marriage proposals, or treatises on the life of the universe and everything, state them now, because this is your last chance for me to see it. Otherwise, I will be turning it off, and never again being able to see the things of which ye post. For real this time. Aha! Ready to go. Good Good luck. Have fangs. And, would it be wrong for me to listen to their stream? That's technically in the rules, because I'm able to listen to what they're doing. Hopefully then I'm... No, I'm gonna stick with the thing I said I was gonna do. I'm not gonna watch their stream. I shouldn't listen to their stream. It's only fair. If they're not gonna watch my stream, then as such. Ah, Dracula, you handsome devil. Actually, it's Clawsome Devil. Actually, it's Clawsome Devil. But thank you. Alright, it's Clawsome. Is that a really bad pun? Is that a second strike? I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's a second strike. Gotta keep track of these things ourselves, because, you know, YouTube, they expect you to enforce your own rules, and they actually expect you to carry out the execution yourself. Don't explain to me how the heck that's supposed to work. Watch the Mikado. I think there's a thing on that, on how to decapitate yourself. Comedy, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so he's starting up in Liverpool, which is a starting location I am a fan of. Starting down in 31. Aha! Yeah, I can understand wanting to do that. More of a net strategy. Won't benefit as much from newspaper reports or evil presence, but still a decent startup. They are saying words. Aha! The cute anime face. Excellent. Ooh, that doesn't make me feel good. That makes me think that they are not going to take full advantage of Mina's psychic bond ability. Oof. It's maybe an oof situation, ladies and gentlemen. Because, like... see, what you need to be thinking about when you're placing your characters is not, like, proximity as much as ease of movement. So, 25, that would have been pretty good. Because the number of rail movements is okay. Although... going east isn't that great. You probably want to do just the rail move, the carriage move, excuse me. Yeah, this is... They might have regretted putting Godleming, or Van Helsing there. Just might have. But, who knows? You know, we had to try a bunch of different stuff until we found out what worked. It may be that this is the best strategy ever. And they just devised it. Who knows? If they start up in 27, that could be good, because then I'm sort of forced to start in the Baltic states. Or Baltica, excuse me. And I'm not crazy about doing that. Alright, here we go. Where do I want to start? Last time I started in Paris and did the misdirect trick, so I'm not going to do that. I think I will. I'm gonna start in. I want to escape Mediterranean, so let's go. Yeah, let's go 51. Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah, that's pretty far away from all of them. I'm not crazy about starting in the Baltic States, or in Baltica. Is that called the Baltic States? I think that's the term in diplomacy. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of it. But yeah, let's start in 51. Let's see what our hand is. Okay, we got a vampire. That's pretty good. We got 2 vampires. Ooh, and a saboteur. Yeah! Evil presence. Not gonna help him. Rough. Time to draw evil presence. If they had started Seward in Madrid, evil presence would have been a bit more useful, but... So, evil presence and local rumors are more in the deck to keep Dracula from starting next to a hunter than for any, like, actual effect. Which isn't to say that they don't have an actual effect. It's just that the intent behind the card is more one of preventing aggressive Draculas, which I think maybe the designer saw as a flaw in 2nd edition, because that was totally a strategy in 2nd edition, was for Dracula to attack Mina early. Ooh, do they have Surprising Return? Oh, Consecrated Ground! Oh my. Consecrated Ground. Hope y'all haven't seen my video on how to use that. Just a quick little thing. There's a reason I made all of those videos 1 minute long. Theoretically, the idea is as you're playing with a group and it's not your turn, you can watch one of those videos on a card you don't have. It's 1 minute long, and you can be like, hey, I now have a sort of a bit of an idea on how to use this card. So, yeah. That's fun. Hope you guys are having fun. You can listen to both sides and be like, ooh, are they figuring it out? Do they know that he's in 51? Is that how I started? 51? Yeah. 51 is the only... Strasbourg is the only city on the map that has 7 road connections. Fun fact about that city. So keep that in mind next time you are doing things. And since we can't misdirect it, because normally you would move to there and then maybe hide there for a while and then you'd misdirect away, since we can't do that, we'll be having to be a bit more conservative. So I'm thinking our plan of attack is to go down to Geneva, and then, you know, stay in the Dracula's France, so to speak. You know, Hunter's France, these cities, Dracula's France, these cities. You know, the non-rail, mostly small city places. And then if things go bad, we can escape to either 39 or 36 or 8. The problem with that, I will say, is that it moves us towards Seward, and Seward is a scary enemy. Do they not know it's Mina's turn? It's Mina's turn. See, this is the problem with not listening, is that... No rush. It may be that they're talking and strategizing out and trying to make a decision on what they're wanting to do and things and whatnot, and oh, please don't accidentally play Consecrated Ground early. It's gonna be not super great. Don't play Consecrated Ground early, guys. What do you think this is? 2nd edition? Man, I keep distracting myself from things. Lol. What does that mean? What is he trying to communicate with there? Lol. Is he laughing at me, or is he comedically entranced by things I have had to say? Or is there some other meaning? Is this some sort of taunt? Is this him... Well, we know all your secrets. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's probably referencing the, hope y'all haven't seen my video on how to use Consecrated Ground. So, yeah, I wonder if that's literally what they did. If they just literally went and watched my Consecrated Ground video just now, just to learn how to use it. Which, if they did, you know what? Good for you. I'm actually glad you did that. Because you gave my video more views, so that works for me. Ha ha! My evil plan is coming to fruition to get 3 more views on my videos. Feels bad, man. Okay, yep, just a normal move. We are gonna do a similarly normal move. I don't think... Yeah, they're not gonna be able to go Italy too soon. Yeah, we'll go here. I think... I'll go aristocratic. Yeah. Yeah. It can sometimes be hard to find a good opening to use an aristocratic vampire. Just because they're kind of like speed bumps. But comboing with the Saboteur, I think could work. You know, you put down the aristocratic vampire, you hide, you throw a Saboteur there. If they move into the space, you ambush with the Saboteur, which is the only time you should ambush with the Saboteur, by the way. And then the Saboteur takes away their night action, so they have to spend their day action looking for the aristocratic vampire, and then the thing would have delayed them anyway, and I just realized why that was a bad move. Dang it, you're supposed to use that combo against real vampires! Ah, I'm bad at this game! Oh, but it's, you know, it's fine, it's whatever. It still delays them for a long time. Takes away a lot of their actions, although it takes away a lot of their night actions. I guess it's better if it's normal vampire. It's sort of an anti-stake setup, you know, because they can't use their actions if they're delayed, and it makes them do it in the daytime. And if you're using a stake in the daytime, it's like, I mean, you probably could have killed that vampire, right? I mean, you could have killed it anyway because it's the aristocratic one. But you know, they didn't know that. They are doing the correct moves, so it looks like they did watch my videos, which is nice. I'm glad they did, and that they are doing my strategy. And I also like that they're mixing things up. You know, they could have just... Ooh, that'll be good for them. They could have just been like, oh, we'll just do what David does. We'll do the Quincy Morris setup. Well, this isn't the Quincy Morris setup. This is closer to a net setup. Which some people really like. I'm not a fan of it, but hey, you know what? You don't have to be like me. You don't have to do what I do. It's okay for you to be different and wrong. I mean, it is wrong to not be like me. Everyone should be like me, but you don't have to. You don't have to be like me, is my point. You can be wrong. That's okay. I'm like 70% being sarcastic here. As I said, I always have to state my sarcasm. You know, for a game like Fury of Dracula, I'm not really gonna be like dying on this hill, unless you try and saying like, oh, it's an imbalanced game. Dracula always wins. Yeah, play me with everything turned on, and see if you can win. And if you can, then hey, good. I'll have recorded some losses for my video, for my YouTube channel, and that'll be good. Am I sounding stuck up? Well, I'm playing as Dracula, so I feel like I kind of have to sound stuck up. I feel like that, you know, is a little required with the territory. I am, you know, being evil. So, yeah, that's how it works. Still got the consecrated ground, still got the pedestal. How are they doing in terms of items? Yeah, they're iteming up. Pretty good. I wish I had drawn a hoax. That would have been nice. Ooh. Are they gonna do an Italy check? Maybe they are. I might need a tabugi. Granada. Oh man, yeah. If the hunters just ask you what city you're in, just say a city. I have done that thing and told them the city I was in. And I think I also had to be Granada. In fact, from now on, when someone asks me that question, I may just always say Granada. That would be funny. Even if like they're literally in Granada. But, yeah, if they go over and check it, and then they try to complain, they're gonna get no sympathy from me. It's like, I'm playing Dracula, then tricking you is kind of my whole deal. You gotta evil laugh at this. You gotta have some fun. You gotta try to be evil and tricky and be like, you all fell for my clever ruse. That's how Dracula talks. And, you know, all that stuff. They could jump down to 25 and check Italy. I'd feel a little bad if they did that, but not too bad. You know, it'd be like, oh no, they never am. And, okay, yeah, that they'd know where I am, but... Ain't the worst thing in the world. Ain't the worst thing in the world. Yeah, they probably saw my comment about not liking to start in Baltica and set this up as, oh, we'll just do this and assume he's not going to be in Baltica, which would be strong. You know, a lot of this game is psychology and meta-psychology. As you start to use information you know about them to force them into situations where they're fighting in realms where they don't want to be in. Or you gain a really big advantage against them because you know they don't adopt certain strategies, like going for Baltica, and then you focus on being really good at these strategies that they do, like starting in Central Europe, which is a thing that I am a fan of. Or at least I have been. You know, every setup that's different has a different weakness. And you just have to figure out that weakness and go for that weakness. And that's true for both sides. I'm not going to complain about a long Van Helsing turn because... oh wait, this is a Mina turn. That's 26. Oh, well, okay, they're going now. Oh, they're doing a night supply. Ooh, bold. That's bold. Okay, do we hide here? I don't know. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do the Saboteur thing. Desecrated Soil, that is certainly a card. I am generally a huge fan of an early Dark Call. I'm not crazy about sitting around in Italy. I'm not super crazy about that. One advantage of my current location is that there's a lot of possible wolf form escape vectors, which I like. Not probably what you wanted to do. I mean, you have Consecrated Grounds, and presumably you have other good cards, but that wouldn't even check all of England. What you would probably want to do, well, what you would want to do is wait until a fourth move had happened, and then gone down to 33, and then that would have eliminated all of it. Gone down to 11. All that does. Oh, that's right. I was gonna do the thing where I stay in England, but that's too tricky. You know, I want them to have a good time. If they lose and it's just they get hosed and it's because they missed some rule or didn't understand something deductively and they just have a horrible time, I mean, that's not gonna be fun for them. I mean, if I'm playing against people on the Discord who I play against regularly, I'm gonna pull out all the stops. I'm gonna try to win and use every single dirty little trick in the book. But if it's newer players who I'm trying to want to have a good time, try to have them have a good time, and then they'll come back and play more, and then you can get serious with them. Although I don't think I've done anything yet which I would classify as a bad move. And starting in England maybe is a super aggressive thing. I don't know. I think I want just a normal game. This feels like a normal game so far. You know, don't throw the crazy stuff at them first. You know, try see if they can beat you in a normal game. Then try being tricky. And that's one of the best pieces of advice I think I can give Dracula players is try to play a normal Dracula game, and then if you need to, start getting crazy. If they use a chartered carriage to get Mina to go to Florence, and then they check Italy, that is like, normally that would be the worst move ever, but in this case, it's actually quite good. But only in this case specifically. If that happens, I might have to move to 36, which I will hate. Will hate moving to 36. I think I'd probably much rather move to Nuremberg. Oh, what? Oh no, don't be moving. Oh guys, you were so good. You need to get more events. Wah! Well, I mean, no. They may be going for a night to supply strategy. There is a perfectly normal strategy which involves going for night supplies. There are people who are fans of it. I'm not a fan of it, but you know what? Refer to my previous semi-sarcastic statement about not having to do things like how I do them, okay? You don't have to. And I don't even know why I'm saying that. Only some people start with my setup. And you have every right to start with my setup. I don't have a copyright of it or anything. I'm still working on that. I'm working on the copyright. It takes a long time to copyright setups. Once I have it copyrighted, you're going to have to give me $3.78 to use it. But, you know, until that time happens, you're free to use my setup. Oh, don't night supply in a small city. Don't do it, Van Helsing. Don't do it. You know, I mean, I would love for you to do it because I'd love to get some Dracula cards, but don't do it. Don't you do it. They're really playing with fire here. There's 2 Dracula cards. This means there's 23 of these are Dracula events. So it's really likely they'll be giving me a Dracula event. I really should have said that in my Hunter video. Is if Dracula gets any events, you're playing wrong. That's a little of an over-exaggeration. I mean, I would say if Dracula gets 1 to 2 Dracula events, can't really be avoided. If he gets more than 2 Dracula events, then you're definitely playing wrong. But most of the time, Dracula's going to get 0 events. And if you're playing as Dracula, expect to get 0 events. Do you know what? The game is still super fun, getting no events. Comboing these encounters is one of the most fun things to do in this game. With cards like Hide. And yeah, you should always play with Hide because of all the cool combos. And like using bats to move somebody into a space with a different encounter and then triggering it. Man, that was a classic move all the way back in 2nd edition where you use bats to send somebody into fog and then you trap them in fog for like 2 turns. And they're like, we knew it was fog, but the bats scared us in there. So good. Good times, real good times. Okay, next moves that we will probably do, I'm thinking we Dark Call and then Feed. Yeah, that seems good. That seems like a good move to me. Depending on what Van Helsing does. If Van Helsing starts getting real frisky with us, we might need to ask him to chill the heck out. But in the event that he doesn't... Quincy doesn't mind to take all the time you want. Oh, yeah, I don't mind. Take as much time as you need. Games with more players go longer because of all the group think. I mean strategy. just a little Dracula meanicism there. You know, you gotta use a meanicism every now and then. Ooh, fog. Yeah, gimme. Rats. Well, it balances out. Hoax. Yeah, I'll take that. Spy. Okay. More vampires are always good. Okay. Yeah. Decent Dark Call. Then we feed. Then I think we throw down a desecrated soil because we want people to run into our desecrated soil while we have a lot of events. And we can cycle out some of those cards we don't want. We don't want the rats. We don't want the spy. Well, the spy's okay, but only against like really, really good players. And the wolves I'm not crazy about. Yeah, the spy's not probably super great. Like, it's good against people who are doing the horse economy thing correctly, which I actually love. Like, the more I study this game, the more I'm convinced that the whole horse economy thing was totally intended, because it's like the way that the tickets are set up, you're supposed to benefit from holding on to 8. And there's a specific encounter, which seems pretty subpar unless you're specifically taking advantage of this mechanic, and then suddenly it becomes quite good. Yeah, good. This is a good game, guys. You think, oh, this card's not very good, and then you play another, like, long time, and then you're like, wait a minute, this card's actually good. And there's some cards that are obviously good, like Heavenly Host. There's, like, no way that card isn't good. Some people might think it's not good because it's a one-shot. It's like, hey, Garlic Wreath is a one-shot, so it's not good, right? There's a lot of other things that make Garlic Wreath not good. Like, Heavenly Host does the same amount of Garlic Wreath the same amount of damage as Garlic Wreath, and it makes it really, really good. But with Garlic Wreath, Dracula has to choose to take the damage. It's literally... Dracula is choosing to hit himself with a heavenly host, and mesmerizing you or playing claws makes it not happen unless he mesmerizes you in the day. Yeah, it's not great. Garlic Wreath is not great. But not every card has got to be great. Alright. What do you think? You think we move from here? I don't think so. He jumps on us, I'm going to be like, hey, that's fine. Fight me, bro. And literally, I will fight him, bro. So, and he doesn't even have full items. So, you don't see me complaining. No, you would be hearing me complain because I don't have a webcam. Guys, you don't know where I am. Why are you moving? Oh, they checked Granada. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. It was a joke. I was telling a joke. I wasn't actually in Granada. But you know what? Good on them. Because, like, if I had done that thing, and I have done the thing where I tell them where I am and I am there, and then they don't check it, it's like, I was in Granada the whole time! That would, yeah, they'd feel pretty bad about that. Yeah, I mean, you can go for the night supply strategy. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be rough for him. Yeah, hold on to this. Always hold on to your Dracula cards. Roadblock's a good one. Unless you're playing on touch, on mobile, then it's basically a dice roll on where your roadblocks are gonna end up, because, like, here, and it's like, oh, I would like to click on this road specifically. Oh, this road? No, this other road. And I think there's no are you sure with placing the roadblocks. It's, yeah, it's pretty rough. Pretty rough. Should I, taunt them with advice? What do you guys think? I'm not going to hear anything you say because I'm not checking my chat, but... Oh, hey! Look at that! Okay, good on them. They did the thing. Well, this is awkward. This is a wolf form situation, right? Yeah, wolf form. Yeah, let's, that makes sense. We'll head on down to Zagreb because it is far away. And that vampire is most certainly going to be whacked, so no, we're doing a hoax, right? Right? No. I'm going to throw down a desecrated soil. Yeah. I am not playing Roadblock. I need to let them make sure they understand this. Wolf form lets me move to a city that is 2 road moves away. Ooh, another newspaper reports. Very good. That helps them, actually, a little bit. I think. It's 2 road moves away. It does not leave a trail on the connecting city. Hope that makes sense. Don't want y'all to not understand the rules. Wolf form can move through hunters without saying so, but cannot move by rail or sea, only by water. However, if you are in a water space, one of the 2 moves from wolf form can be to make land fall, but that's not the case here. As you could see, I was in a city. Forget that part. Alright. Okay, the game's afoot. Well, the game's a paw because the wolf formed. And that's fine, because that gets us down to 12, so my feed will be a tiny, tiny bit more efficient. Yeah, Dracula, you help me. Well, it would be unfair for y'all to not know the rules. This game has unimaginably complex rules. I want to beat someone due to their lack of intelligence, not their lack of knowledge. Okay, that might be too mean, but dang it, I'm playing as Dracula. That's a little weird to say in a game that's all about collecting knowledge, but okay. Yeah, this is going to take them a long time, because they're going to have to be like, okay, from Zurich, he could be in Paris, he could be in, what is this, Brussels? Oh, it is Brussels. He could be in Cologne, I could be in Frankfurt, he actually be all the way over to 44 in Prague, I could be in 58. See, that's a good. Wait, hold on, let me check. No, that's not a good. No. I see I couldn't make it there. Because 37 does not connect to 20. Oof. Now, he probably wants to jump down to 44. Yeah, that's the right move. Yeah, okay, and I will, I'm definitely going to feed on my next go. I think we'll move and drop a hoax. Don't forget about encounters maturing. You can mouse over a city to see. You can mouse over a location card to see the associated city. I mean, as much as I would like to get 4 free points, I know how to speak words. You know, they're new. I'm trying to help them out, trying to give them a hand, trying to be like, hey, maybe think about this, maybe think about this other thing, and yeah, some of that might be, ooh, is this important? Maybe it was a trap this whole time, you know, and various. Oh, guys, come on. Just don't Night Supply. Oh, I wonder what I will discard from her hand. Whatever could it possibly be? Yeah, it's Consecrated Ground. I'm discarding Consecrated Ground. Don't Night Supply, guys. Not unless you really need to. Oof. Yeah. And the general rule with vampiric influences, you just move them right back. You don't want to give them more information. Careful with those night supplies. Yeah, it's rough. It's real rough. They just lost the most powerful card in the game. In exchange for the chance of getting a card that would have been worse. And don't supply in small cities. But, like I said, they might be doing a different strategy, might involve more supply-in. We're playing with some stuff turned off to try to, you know, give them a fighting chance. I tried to tell them to play without feed. Maybe I shouldn't use feed. No. See, that would be taunting. I'm gonna play with what they gave me, and I'm gonna play and I'm gonna try to win. I'm not gonna try to not win and be like, oh, we'll give them a fighting chance. No. It's an insult to not play good. Ooh, this will actually help them, I think. If I remember that right, I want to make sure he understands what that does. I want to make sure I understand what that does. Wait, that's the wrong thing. Jason, to your combination. Okay. Well, let's head along the normal Dracula route. Throw down a hoax. Yep. We'll throw down a vampire. Not playing roadblock. Roadblock's the kind of thing you want to save for when hunters are right up in your face and they're about to jump on you. And yeah, block them with roadblock and hope they don't have good luck. Okay, we should move. Makes sense. Again, if he had moved to 33, he could have gone to the English channel and been much faster than him moving to 52. Yeah, don't move unless you know you're moving towards Dracula. You could have done that move with a carriage. When you move by rail, always make sure that you can't get there by road. Unless you really want to waste the ticket, which is a legitimate high-level strategy. All right, you know, just want to point out the, you know, just a little thing. Trying to help here, guys. Trying to help. Yes, no big deal. Just trying to help. Evil laugh. Okay. Ooh. All right. She's getting close. But, again, she's not going to catch me. They really busted up their net here. But, you know, it is what it is. They really need to get rid of this. You can't just ignore encounters. I don't think... No, they're not going to be able to get to it. I'm going to mature that vampire. And I'm going to get wolf form back. Guys, you can't just ignore encounters. The first third of the game is dealing with Dracula's encounters. Because for the first part of the game, Dracula can put down encounters faster than you can pick them up, unless you really focus on it. Once you've cleared his trail of encounters, then you can start focusing on chasing down Dracula. But you really have to deal with his encounters, because they can just wreck your game. They can wreck your face. So, you know, keep that in mind. You're gonna Night Supply, aren't you? Don't do it. Don't you do it. You know where I am. There's no reason to make the risk. Yeah, I think there's... Unless they did a Renewed Vigor combo, I don't think there's a way that they could get to Zurich in time. which is unfortunate for them. I'm gonna get all my powers back. Wow. I forgot to feed. I'm bad at this game. That means I'm also gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get that desecrated soil to mature. Rufus Smith! Alright. Yeah, that's a good card to have out. Let's use him for the search effect, which... maybe you'll do. Maybe you will do. Now, of course, it's more important for them to find the wolf form location than trying to remove the other locations, because wolf form will be a nice starting spot for them. Of course, if they can find my current location, then, you know, that's better, but they need to be thinking from the perspective of wolf form location. There's a chance they might find it, because sometimes you'll wolf form and double back. Or wolf form move out and double back. So your chances of actually finding something on Dracula's trail are higher if you do it from the perspective of thinking about where do I think he wolf formed to. Of course, that's a general statement, and that's something some of you guys should know about this game, is that any advice is really hard to apply because every game is different. Okay. It was technically possible for me to be in Amsterdam, but that wasn't a good check because he needed to check something that had to do with wolf form. Yeah, let's just feed. Not playing roadblock. Yeah. Van Helsing might have sense of emergency. And then he can go deal with Zurich. Renewed Vigor could also do it. Wait, hold on. 1, 2... Oh yeah! Mina could get here. Which I would totally like because it's going completely the opposite direction. So, can't complain about that. Do I want to go to Castle Dracula? Nah. Don't go to Castle Dracula, guys. Winners don't do Castle Dracula. In my opinion. I mean, I've gone to Castle Dracula occasionally and won, but generally speaking, Castle Dracula. Castle D stands for Castle Death Trap. Of course, they don't have consecrated ground now. So that's one less thing to worry about. And did they go with Rufus Smith? No, they searched with him. Oh. Oof. I hope they understand the combo of Renewed Vigor. Well, he's just moving and supplying. That's fine. One nice thing about Renewed Vigor is that even if you use it poorly, you're still generally going to be getting a lot of value out of it. Because it's just a good card. But I do like saving it for those double moves. I don't think I'll get anyone to jump on Desecrated Soil. Oh well. Oh well. After this matures, I have half a mind to Dark Call again. Because why the heck not? Why wouldn't I Dark Call? Especially since that... Oh no, the Desecrated Soil is going to come off, yeah. But that could be fun, you know? I just have, like, every encounter. I just have encounters for days. Feed and Dark Call and Hide mean I did not move that turn. Hope they understand that. I think the first time I watched, they didn't. I don't know if they. Yeah, I might be thinking of a different stream, but I'm not positive they figured out that. But who knows? You know, if they already knew it, then no harm done. And if they didn't know it, then you know, now they're playing correctly. And it's a chat, so it's not like I'm always talking to him and harassing him. It's like, hey, this is a rule. Hey, this is a rule. And it's like, dude, can you leave me alone? It's just text, you know. All it is a little number up here. They can click this thing and see what I have to say, or they can not. They can choose not to. It's their deal. They are fully autonomous human persons who are not evil robots or lizard people. Not at all. And anyone who told you otherwise was lying to you. He might be wanting to do the trade and then the move to Zurich. Makes sense. Never mind. I don't know what they're doing. Mina could get to Zurich, though. With Sense of Emergency. I don't know if it would be the best use of Sense of Emergency, but in this case, yeah, probably a good use of Sense of Emergency. Able to see what he discarded. No, I'm not. Okay, well, that was the best move for me. Remember, wolf form doesn't leave a trail over the city it skips. I really wish this flipped for them so they could see when you place this trail. Choose a city up to 2 roads away. Place that city's location on top of this card, then suffer 1 damage. Well, I can't be mad. I mean, they're not like the guys on the Discord who have played a lot and know the game. You know, these are newbie players, and you got to be patient with newbie players. Usually with newbie players, I have them play Dracula. But when you're trying to teach a lot of people, you gotta kind of have them all play hunters. You know, because you want to teach a lot of people. Trying to do one at a time with Dracula just takes a while. Takes a while to make fans of the game. Looks like they have said something. Hold on, let me click on it with my human hands. Technically it's a rule, not a tip, but okay. Okay, well, we're gonna get this unless I misclick. Which, yeah, even odds of me doing that. Let's see, it's gonna ask me if I want to promote it, and I need to say no. Okay, so we're gonna move. I think we go to 6, because we really don't care. And we'll throw down a... Reckless Vampire. Yeah, matured. Oh, there's no lair. So. And we're not playing Roadblock. Yeah, I'll probably Dark Call. Probably will Dark Call. And since I have Hide off cooldown, we can pick a fun thing to do with Hide. would start using Mina's psychic bond, just personally. Yeah, you really have to start Mina with somebody. It's literally her only advantage. Like, her other ability is a weakness. And she's the only character with a weakness. So that ability was so good that they had to give her a weakness to make it work. So if you're not using it... Well, okay, they're using Speedy Telegraph. Interesting choice. Let's see. Do I wanna... Nah, I don't wanna do fog. Yeah, I think I will Dark Call. Since we're not using layers, I can't do layer cycling, so I'm kind of I'm gonna have to rely on Dark Call. Okay, hopefully that will give them information. Going to 48 should have given them a decent amount of information. It doesn't look like they're using their Speedy Telegraph. Oh, and if they move to 59, they won't know. Okay, they're starting to move in the right direction. That's not a... Okay, alright, these are all half-decent moves. Sort of. I still think they should start eliminating regions. Don't forget Mina's ability. It is her only advantage. Do I sound bossy? I hope I'm not sounding bossy. Yeah, we're just gonna Dark Call. Let's see what we got. Reckless Vampire, another Spy, okay. Saboteur like that. More vampires are always good. Mob, alright. Not playing Roadblock. Well, Jonathan Harker will give him a hand in a couple turns. Another piece of advice I need to just generally give you, and this is true for Dracula as well as for the Hunters, is usually you always want to hold on to your cards. Waiting for the perfect time to play your card is almost always what you want to do. Just because there's a window to play your card doesn't mean you should. The game is very much like, hey, you have an opportunity to play this card. Do you want to do it? Usually, the answer to that question is no. I'd say 80% of the time, the answer to that question is probably no. There's a few cards like Mystic Research and Hypnosis, which are generally cards you want to play as soon as possible, but... yeah, I don't know. And see, with my style of play, it's much more about the chase and much less about the search. Of course, this was a bad situation. We had a wolf form near Central Europe, so that's rough. But, like, a Mina Psychic Bond on that turn could have eliminated an entire front of that search. Or going and taking care of that vampire could have ensured that the trail remained fresh here. But, you know, they're new to the game. They don't know everything. You know, I've been trying to tell them a few things, and hence I reminded them about the vampire in 60. This is a vampire hunting game. It's about hunting vampires. You can't just not hunt the vampire. And see if this, and I'm going to say, remember the vampire cleared the next 3 hideouts. Meaning, if you had moved to those locations, you wouldn't reveal them as the vampire covered my tracks. Okay. Yeah, don't let vampires mature. If ever possible, don't let vampires mature. Which is part of the reason I'm not a huge fan of Vampire Lair, because if you're playing right, Dracula wins by doing the Fury of Dracula and getting 13 points that way. Or maybe killing people, you know. Sometimes he'll kill a person or two. Dracula should not mature a vampire. That is just not a thing he should do. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes the first one can be tough to get, but they got a newspaper. So they could have moved to there, and it was an aristocratic vampire. That's literally, you just look at it and then it dies. You just have to spend a turn doing paperwork with people who are like, you just killed one of our aristocrats. And you're like, no, it's fine. He was already dead. He is, huh? And then, it's like Miracle Max and let you go, but they delay you for a turn. Unless you have a stake, then you do it so quickly, you just stake him and leave before they even know what's going on. Probably go to 50, that makes sense. What do we want to play? This is a vampire, right? Yeah, so we'll throw down something like maybe the mob? Yeah, that makes sense to me. 3 damage against Van Helsing is actually not bad. I can dig it. No, let's do the wolves. Yeah, let's go with the wolves. Mobs, I have 2 wolves and 1 mob. Difference between wolves and mob, not huge. I would say the mob is a little better. So maybe I want to save it for a situation where we're used out of it. So, I don't know. I don't know. I have so many encounters. Maybe I should use a trash one like rats. Yeah. I don't really need... Well, no, I should... Yeah, something like rats. Something that's not going to mature, because, like, the vampire is going to mature. Still only have the 1 fog, but, that happens. And, on average, you're only going to be able to use 1 fog anyway. Alright. Here we go. Let's move on down to here. Set up for an Ionian escape route. Yeah, let's just use the rats. No real reason. Not using roadblock. People who are new to this game think it's all about being tricky and it's all about the mind games. There is an element of that, but mostly this game is about managing your movement. And understanding all the different types of movement, 3 different kinds, well, 4 different kinds, and how to use those 4 different kinds of movement. 5 different kinds if you want to make a difference between white rails and yellow rails. Those movements being ocean movement, rail movement, carriage movement, horse movement, and then if you want to count the other rail movement as a different kind, I suppose you could. Although I suppose, yeah, probably should have mentioned special movement, the things that move you in a special way. Like charter carriage or excellent weather. I suppose you could say fast horses is like special movement, so I mean it's hard. Hey, they're finally using the ability that they should have been the whole game. But that's fine. Hey, like I said, they are new to the game. That's fine. Another speedy telegraph. You wanna hold on to Speedy Telegraph. But Speedy Telegraph is hard for new players to use, so... And it's not the kind of thing that, like, if you misuse Speedy Telegraph, it's like, well, there's the game. Speedy Telegraph is like, occasionally it can really save your bacon. But... only in situations where you really need Mina to go first. So this maybe had been one. Maybe they were like, okay, we need to establish if he went to France. We've established that he didn't go to France. And we should be able to establish that he didn't go to Italy, so that means... Now, they might be thinking that they checked here. Ooh, swing and a miss. I'm thinking, oh, because we've checked here, that means he's not any further in. That's all I have to say. Is, Do I hide? No. Don't hide with the rats. It's already a trash encounter. Maybe I go here with a pretty rough one. Fight me a Van Helsing. Yeah, he's so far away from the rest of the hunters. By the time the rest of the hunters get here, I'm really not going to be near him. I have Wolf One. Yeah, I can dig it. If things go bad, I can jump up to Castle Dracula. Which could be fun. Could be fun to go to Castle Dracula. Could indeed be. Remember, you can watch this from the hunter's perspective by using the link in the description. Or just searching for the Gamery, I think is how it's pronounced. They're live streaming it as well. I think they're also on Twitch, but I can't confirm that. Because again, I can't go looking at their stream because that would be unfair because then I get to see their hand and stuff. And it's like, oh, I get to see what the hunter's items are, which is a huge advantage. Yeah, that would be nuts. A nuts, crazy go nuts advantage. Yeah, they're probably checking here because they're wanting to see if I went like this. Yeah, they haven't figured out that this cleared. Yeah, don't let vampires clear, guys. Hoax doesn't reveal. This'll reveal, and then we'll know. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna head towards me. Let's head up towards like this. And we'll throw down some... let's throw down a spy. No, let's do wolves. Wolves basically do what a spy does. Oh, this'll reveal. Hey, you know, I was in Sarajevo, and now they can't get there. I forgot about Jonathan Harker. That's a mistake on my part. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you forget. Lucky for them, this is not a vampire, but it's a hoax, which is kind of worse. What do we have in here? Vampiric influence. I don't think I would go for that. We have 4 others. What would I be going for? Darkness Returns, always a good one, although comboing it with Hoax is kind of duplicatory, so I guess Unnatural Swiftness would be better. Emmanuel Hildesheim, you know, that's sort of like a combo into a combo. Yeah, Hoax into Emmanuel Hildesheim is real crazy, because you shuffle everything into the deck, then you play Emmanuel Hildesheim, and then you look at the top cards, and you get Dracula cards, and it's just, Isn't it you get all Dracula cards in the top, like 5? Yeah, that's real good. That's real good. Okay, they're finally moving towards us. The game's afoot. And watch not. Yeah, that'd be real nice if I could get Emmanuel Hildesheim. Dracula's Brides, I think the timing on that won't make it useful. I think it's 3rd or 4th that you're allowed to, or is it 1st, 2nd, or 3rd? We'd be able to put down 2 encounters. That might be good. Well, no, this vampire is going to mature and clear all 3 of these, so beefing these up, not really helpful. Storms could be nice. Oh no. Okay, I should have had the option to ambush here. And I didn't, so... Oh, please don't bug out, game. This is supposed to be a thing that only happens with new vampires. You can't ambush here, right? Just do a normal day move. Nomad, if you're watching, why couldn't I ambush there? I mean... I don't know if I would have. Maybe I would have ambushed. But, it's weird that I didn't get the option to. If he stakes this, I'm going to be a little selfish. Just a little bit about it. It's no big deal. It's just a board game. Sure, I'll beat him anyway. Maybe there's something I missed. Maybe a thing popped up. If a thing popped up and I accidentally went like, oh yeah, no ambush. Let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure not to read them, because again, I'm not reading the comments, because I don't want you guys being like, hey, Van Helsing has Heavenly Host. You should, I don't know, play Fangs on your opening go, or whatever. That ain't gonna be useful stuff, guys. I ain't gonna abide that. So talk amongst yourselves. Feel free to talk about how dumb and stupid I am for being a dumb and stupid man, and you'll have no reprisals, because I won't see what you're saying. Ha ha ha. Maniacal laugh. He should probably search here if he knows what's good for him. Unless he doesn't think he has what he can... Unless he thinks he doesn't have a good hand for taking out a nighttime vampire, which is fair. Van Helsing ain't super strong. If he has a stake... Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, time for a funny joke. Alright, well, in hindsight I should have ambushed. But, it's whatever. It's whatever. Look at this hoax. Can't complain about that. Jeffrey, no. Okay. Alright, we'll get ourselves a nice, juicy hoax. Let's, kind of like... I don't know. Kind of... Have I boxed myself in because I'm a dumb man? I think I might have just boxed myself in. Hold on. What is in our current location? Wolves? Well, that's just bad. Yeah, let's go Constanta. Ooh. I am having regretting things in my mind. Yeah, we'll go here. We'll probably hide with the fog. Gimme, gimme! Vampiric influence, nocturnal visit. This isn't good because we already got rid of desecrated ground. Or consecrated ground. Enraged, no thank you. Hidden schemes, if there's a hideout on the trail. No, because you just put a vampire down. Ooh. Hidden schemes play immediately, right? Play at the end of the Dracula phase. Ooh, that could be fun. Removing Harker, I don't really care about. Raged is fun. Nocturnal Visit is hard to use. Let's grab hidden schemes because we have so many. Yeah, I'm not playing any of these. Yeah, we're gonna grab hidden schemes because we have so many cards that are encounters. We have Dark Called twice, so we really are in a position to do some fun combos. Wait for them all to get near us, then we're going to go Black Sea, Ionian, and then, you know, do something. Or maybe we'll go all the way to the Mediterranean. Who can say? Normally I'd go Dark Power there, because I'd be like, oh, consecrated ground, this thing can save me from dying, but, not quite. Not quite, because they have, I got rid of consecrated ground, so I get to get hidden schemes. Hold on to your encounters. We'll wait until probably 3 after this vampire matures, and then we will see about doing something. Hide and then we feed. Maybe we move and then we dark call. Maybe? I could see that being good. I don't like being on the Black Sea coast like this, but I'm so far away from them, I couldn't really be bothered. The other big things they gotta worry about, the rats, they can ignore that. Wolves, they can ignore that. This vampire, they obviously can't ignore. Shuffling all those Dracula cards back into the deck has really helped me. There are 23 Dracula cards in here out of the 53. That is... That's real good. Okay, alright, so they're sort of closing the net here, seeing that I didn't go this direction, although he already checked that by going to 59. Though maybe he's thinking I maybe doubled back, or went around like this and I'm heading this direction. That, I mean, these guys can check it, so it's not really that big of a problem. Maybe they're afraid of a wolf form, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Also, good on them for not watching my stream. It's evident that they have not done so. They haven't made any moves that have been questionable. Although, you'd be surprised. Sometimes the hunters will move and it's like, how do they know where I am? And they're not cheating, they're just good at the game. And they know the psychology of the... given our setup, and given the current moves that have happened, and the information that he had at the time, and the psychological profile that this Dracula has in terms of his risk, I believe that this Dracula is here. And then they play Surprising Return for the search effect, and sure enough, that's where Dracula is. Some people, not naming any names, do that a lot. Enough that some people are like, are you cheating? It seems like you're cheating. How can you be this good? Like, well, it's not good, it's just psychology. And, you know, you get a sense for it after. Once you play this game for like 10 years, you start, like, getting this vampire sense, where you can sense vampires. You can figure it out and be like, vampires always go west when they go to the Ionian. They never go east, they always go west. Little things like that. Of course, now that I've mentioned that, people are going to always go east, but honestly, if they go east, yeah, that's fine. Baltica is a dangerous place to be, and I'm in Baltica right now, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. Still doing good in the health departments. Now, the rule is that these slide down and then you play a card, so technically I should be able to feed here. I can't, but that's just how 5th edition, as I like to call the digital edition, is. Pretty big nerf to Dracula, though, I must say. Newspaper reports, this should help them out. Yeah? Well, I mean, they should have been able to know. But, like, once you know Dracula's trail, newspaper reports is, I mean, it's going to help you as much as it's going to help you. You're not going to be able to get a lot more out of it than what you got. So, yeah. So what do we want to throw with our vampire friend here? A sabotage? We do have a sabotage. Yeah, we have a sabotage minion. That makes sense. Maybe we head down and, I don't know, do something. Can't say that I know, but it's high. Yeah, we'll hide here. Give this vampire a minion. And ain't playing any of that. It's the 3rd space of the trail, right? I'm so not used to drawing event cards, I have to reread these. If there's a hideout on the 3rd space of the trail, place an encounter card on it. And of course that means land hideout. Although I think technically you can play it on an ocean space, but ocean spaces can't mature. So, yeah. I'm saying the music is a little too loud, so I'll turn that down. I think I did that. Let me know if I have turned the music down. Thank you for telling me. Sorry about that. Let me know if the music is now down and good. Otherwise, complain more. Because I don't know what's wrong unless you guys complain to me. That's just how it works. That's the nature of the thing. So yeah, they're clumping up here in this bottleneck area. This is a really important bottleneck. It's really hard to get from basically Germany to Austria-Hungary. not a lot of rails. They're both yellows. And they all sort of funnel through this choke point. So someone else would be like, hey, time to throw down roadblocks, right? Slow them down. I am kind of the opinion that you only throw down roadblocks when you're afraid someone's about to move into your space. Because then you know you're getting value out of it. Then you know you're saving yourself a turn. Otherwise, it's like maybe you're saving yourself a turn. For all you know, they could find another way around it, or they could just stay in place and supply, and then it's like, oh, that's kind of annoying. All right, that's a pretty decent move there. They need to be careful and understand that I can go to C. And they've discarded Rufus Smith. So maybe they have Surprising Return, and they're going to wait to play Surprising Return until when I go to C, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Can't say that I know about that. Let's see, this is a vampire, so we got to make 2 more moves before we throw down another vampire. Now what's nice is that if they kill a vampire, then we can be like, oh, we'll use Hidden Schemes now to put another vampire down. Which could be pretty nice. What are they doing? Discarding cards? Alright. Isn't in Austria-Hungary a good scan? Lets them know I'm not in 28. We feed, right? No, let's move and throw down fog. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. There's 2 reasons I'm doing that. One, I'm pretty sure I can get a lot of value out of that. Secondly, if they draw behind the veil, they're just gonna discard my fog. So when it's on the trail, it's safe from behind the veil. If it's on the trail, it's safe from behind the veil. And yeah, they might hit it with Forewarned. There's not really anything I can do about that. And this is a good spot for it. I'm safe here. If they kill my other vampire, I use Hidden Schemes, throw a vampire on here, and then we have a vampire with fog. And it's like, hey, that's a good situation to be in. Can't complain about that. I like that. I can dig it. Now, if Van Helsing goes to Sophia, we probably want to... I'm saying turn it down a little more. Okay, that's as quiet as it goes. Let me know if that works for y'all. Okay, yeah, because his health is so low, let's hit him with the rats. Rats is a pretty worthless card. It's not worth it for him to reveal the gun here, because they're probably not going to Sophia. Well, they might go to Sophia if they go south. I don't know, maybe it will be worth it for him to reveal the gun. Alright. Shot up rats. Yeah, rats is pretty bad. But not all the encounters can be good, you know? If all the encounters were good, there'd be no reason to dark. That's what I gotta say about that. Now, we do have a sense of emergency showing. That's a little scary. We'll be careful about that. Now, we do have fog. So we aren't too scared. We're only, like, mediocre scared. But... yeah, if you see Dracula and you think he's hiding in some ports, he's probably hiding on fog. And so you want to get some forewarns to the early initiative people. And that's exactly what I'm doing, by the way. I'm hiding on fog. And this way I'm ensuring they're getting close to me, and then I go to see. So you got to be thinking multiple turns ahead. You can't just be thinking about, I want to jump on Dracula now. You got to be thinking about, I want to jump on Dracula now. And when he escapes, what am I doing now to block that move? That's what you got to be thinking about as the hunters. You got to be thinking about, if he escapes this bat, what places will he go to, and where can I do to block those off? If he goes to C next turn, how quickly can I maneuver myself into a position in order to block off his possible locations that he's going to move to? And will I be able to do so in a manner that will allow me to do a bunch of day supply actions so I can get good events for that. Since Hoax has come out and their event deck has kind of been all messed up, their ability to do that's going to be limited, but yeah, I'm still not even really scared of them, so yeah, I'm going to feed. Feed's real good. Food off. I have 2 hidden schemes. What? Okay. Okay. Suppose I could've... Oh, that would have been a hide. No, I don't want to do that. I could... If I drew another fog, I could do another fog on here. That would be so dumb. I'm gonna double play hidden schemes and throw, like, 3 vampires here? Oh my gosh. That would be... That would be such a BM move. I almost love it. I almost really want to do that. And it's like, congratulations, you get to fight all of the vampires. Only one of them's gonna mature, but you gotta kill them all. No! Okay, Castle Dracula is a location that is played face up. So if it's not on the trail, then I'm not there. There's little rules like that I don't think the tutorial does a very good job of explaining. But, I mean, the tutorial does a pretty good job. I mean, it explains a lot. There's a lot of rules in these games, and a lot of rules in this game specifically, and it takes a long time to teach all of those. And it can be finicky to be like, yeah, let's explain all the... Oh, he found me. Yeah, we're gonna have some fog. Have some fog. You'll love it. Oh, for some reason I thought there was already a vampire here. Okay, well, we'll chill out, and I think we'll use hidden schemes to throw 2 vampires here. Yeah, I love that. I love that turn of events. And then Sophia will slide off, and if we do something like Dark Call again? Would that be too aggressive to do another Dark Call? Nah, man. 3 Dark Calls for the memes. Throw down a Reckless Vampire, and then a new Vampire, which I think is the order you have to do to have the Reckless Vampire mature first. Avoid combat. Yes. Fog tokens allow me not to fight if I don't want. Yeah, and we Dark Call here. Oh, and what's crazy is we'll Dark Call, and then we'll be able to do the double hidden schemes. Oh my gosh. Guys, don't give me events, okay? It's hard enough to win as the Hunters when Dracula has no events. You start giving Dracula events, and he just starts having way too much fun. And that's what's about to happen, guys. Way too much fun. Too bad I wasn't able to do the hat trick of throwing 3 vampires in one location. That would have been fun. And then Van Helsing gets to fight him when he searches. And we're pretty sure he doesn't have a stake because he's already used one. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Dark Call. And I think I will take the day fight. Wait. No, I won't. What am I, an idiot? I'm not taking the day fight. Okay, and then we play both hidden schemes. So First hidden schemes, we're throwing down a reckless vampire. Second hidden schemes, we're throwing down a new vampire. I'm evil Dracula. Fight my army of vampires, Van Helsing in this foggy city. This game is too much fun. Do I? No, I'm gonna make you search for it. Ah, what the heck? What are you gonna do at night? I'll ambush. If you had dogs, this would discard the dogs. That's the only real thing I'm thinking about. Whereas if you search with dogs, you keep the dogs. Okay, looks like he does have guns. You reveal the pistol. Okay, I'll take 2 damage. And Van Helsing has a rifle, I think we know that. Godlewing has a pistol. I wish the game took note of which cards were revealed. Because otherwise I'm going to take notes. And that just slows things down and it's not fun. Whale. This will be the fun supervillain moment of escaping in your escape craft from your lair as it collapses around you and all of the... and then you fight the minions. It's like, fight my minions as I escape to sea. Now see, Mina's positioning actually very correctly here. Because she's planning like, okay, I gotta stop him from going to Hyrenian. I gotta stop him from going Adriatic. Potentially, I want to sort of be ahead of the curve, so to speak. I need to be doing my day supply actions. Yeah. What did I draw? Didn't I do a dark call now? Yeah. Dark calls. Bats are good. Running low on vampires, but that's because I'm kind of being nuts. Ooh, a question. Hey, Dracula. Are you going to wait there for us so we can have a big fight and end the game because it's midnight? Well, the game will be over in a half hour or so well, the game will be over in a half hour or so regardless. I'll do what I don't mind the time. These games usually go 2 to 3 hours when playing with new players. Sorry if you weren't informed. If y'all need to go, we can end this with a big cool fight. Boop. Yeah, I mean, if they are like, hey, we have to go, it's getting late. Yeah, but, you know what? No. This will be dusk. No, I'm not going to avoid combat. I'm going to fight him, because it's going to be at night. Yeah. I'm going to fight this Van Helsing. Oh, crap. I'm bad at games. I'm too, I'm getting too, big for my britches here. So I'm like, I can fight anybody. But it'll be fun to show some combat. Fun to indeed. See what all they have learned. Go. This is a night fight, right? Yes. This fight is at night. Alright. Okay, they want to end it with a big cool fight. They gotta go to bed. I would have liked to have started this earlier, but it's not to be. Digging evil Lord David for sure. Okay, and I see that because William is texting me the stuff that isn't spoilers. Yeah, so they want to end it with a big fight. We're going to go ahead and show it to them. I guess this is kind of an exhibition round anyway, so... hopefully you guys have learned a thing or two about how to combo Fog and why it's a really bad idea to give me event cards. Ooh, a bite. Yeah, I think he has a Heavenly Host that he's been saving because he saw my guide and he's going to open with the Heavenly Host and I'm going to bite him. Let's see if that's what happens. Nope, I'm bad at this game. Ooh, classic Heavenly Host fake out. Ah, yep, yeah, yeah. Oh, that hurts. Okay, he also has a rifle. So the obvious other move for me would be to go strength to break his rifle. I'm going to give them a good play right there. Yeah, that was a good play right there. Classic Heavenly Host fake out. Very well done. Let's do strength now. Try to be too tricky. See, if I had done strength, if I had followed my own combat guide, I would have done quite good. Yeah, see, like I said, they're going to play their rifle, we break the rifle, we do the damage. There we go. Now they have a Narp Shife, and we shall mesmerize, right? Maybe mesmerize, follow up with a bite. I don't know. Something. We'll do something. Something along those lines. I don't think I have another stay in place move, though. So I'm a little worried about that. Okay, so he's probably going to go for his rifle. Do I claw here? Do I no, I'm going to mesmerize. Mesmerize is safe. And if he punches, it's like, okay, whatever. It's just 1 damage. Oh, I'm fine with that, yeah. So this makes it so my other bite becomes a thing that cancels his claws. Oh, I should let him know I can now escape. He has a knife, so we're going to want to time out the escape as bat. If he's especially clever, he'll escape this round. Well, he'll probably play the knife just to... Okay, he's going to hit me with that knife and do 2 damage, but we're going to do claws and then hope that we can kill him next round. Yeah, I don't have anything that cancels the knife. We're going to see if we can get a nice kill here. Yeah, okay, so that'll do 2 damage because of the mesmerize. But we're going to get him down to 2, unless he has great strengths, in which case the only thing that would kill him would be a claws, because great strength only protects from his first source of damage. Yeah, it's 2 different sources of damage. Hopefully they understand that. They just played their knife. Surely he's going to try to escape right now, though. Yeah, you got a good 5 damage in. That's pretty good for a one-on-one. Okie doke, let's see here. Do I have anything that can do damage? I just don't, so we're going to mesmerize. Keep him from escaping, which I'm going to guess is what he is doing. Oh, he has another rifle. Interesting. Okay. Well, canceled that, so now I know what his hand is. Rifle and a knife. So if I pick up strength, unless he runs away... well, I don't want to escape his bat. He has a lot to cancel escape his bat. So his hand is, I would say, mediocre. It's really good for a team fight. Really quite good for that. Ooh, I have claws. I mean, just play the... Yeah, so I can kill him here. For the 2 damage, claws is definitely worth it. Yeah, set up those kill shots, guys. He could dodge, actually. So yeah. Nope. It's a dead boy. Oh, no. Okay. Great strength will not save you. No! Damn it! Okay. Oof. Sorry, that won't work. Claws is 2 different sources of 2 damage. Yeah, unfortunately. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. Wish I could have warned you sooner. Weird little rules weird little rules interaction there. Okay, Nomad, you see how, like, my whole text box was getting selected there for no reason, and then I accidentally would keep typing and eliminate all the text that I had previously been typing? Yeah, that's a thing that happens, and it's super annoying. Can you fix that, please? It happens whenever a turn change happens. Yeah, so for those of you who don't understand what happened there, Great Strength prevents lethal damage. Thanks, but that was due to y'all not being told the rules by the game properly. So, yeah, for those of you who don't know what happened. So, Great Strength is play during a combat when either you or another hunter is bitten and would be defeated from suffering damage. So, he had 2 health. 2 damage was coming in to defeat him. He played Great Strength to keep himself from dying, but Claws says deal 2 damage. Then, if it is night, deal 2 more damage. Those are 2 separate sources of damage. Great Strength can only help you protect you from 1. Yes, indeed, and did a lot of damage. Yeah, Great Strength only stops 1 of those sources of damage, so if he had 3 health, it would have worked. 2 damage comes in, gets him down to 1. The next 2 damage in comes in to kill him. He plays Great Strength, doesn't die. If I had done, if I had played Strength, Natural Strength, which is what it should be called, 2 damage comes in, saves himself, he doesn't die. Same with Fangs. Well, actually, no. In this case, it would have been different because he was mesmerized. Let's call it here. Oh, okay. Well, he was to call it here. Alright, sorry to keep y'all up. This game goes long, hence the need for Discord. Join the Discord, guys. Though one of you should move into this space. It's got fun stuff in it. Maybe I'm having too much fun. One more day? Yeah, one more day. I want to wolf form into his location, see if I can get the win from killing him. I'll make sure to end it one way or the other. Which I can do. You know, they'll move around, I'll wolf form to one of their locations, then we'll fight, and, you know, stuff will happen. But if they don't want to, you know, this game goes long. This is a long game. If you play in person, it's a 3-hour game. If you play on digital, you cut about an hour. Can you join the Discord voice thing? Oh, let me see. Hold on. Stand by. It is not. It says it's locked. So we'll see. Hold on, if I can get that unlocked. Yeah, it says voice limited. I can join some of these other voice channels. Hello, I am in this other voice channel. If you guys want to come over and talk on this voice channel, we can talk. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to come to this voice channel. Sorry, guys. This is going to be a little weird for y'all because you can't hear the other side of this unless you have both streams open, in which case...
Hey, what up, man? GG's.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Sorry I wasted your time, it seemed. You were like, these fucking noobs. I swear to God.
Oh, no. All noob new players play this way. This is classic new player game. It's part of the reason I
Oh yeah.
like that the digital edition was added, so that people could get all of their bad games out of the way soon and play against AI and learn things. I've been playing this game for 12 years, and I only really got it 2 years ago.
Oh
Oh
damn.
my, oh Lord, that is commit. You know, I've
So
run this game several times at conventions, and I never had gone this deep with it. You know what I
it's
mean? Yeah.
it's so deep. Like people who are on like Board Game Geek and are like, "Oh yeah, I understand Fury of Dracula." You know, just Dracula just always wins because this, and this, and like they're pretty deep. But then like he's like, "Hey, did you know about like horse economy?" And they're like, "What?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, there's this whole mechanic inside the game that nobody knows about." And like, there's all this stuff that it's a deep game. It goes
Yeah. Yeah.
goes really deep, and just the combat system alone. That's a fun thing. Um, but yeah, thanks so much for playing. I hope everyone liked watching from the two perspectives. I'd like to get it, do a one-on-one with somebody really experienced, because you can slam those games out in an hour if you have two people who really know the game. When it's a group and a lot of them are new, those usually go 3 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine, right?
Like we basically did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Hey.
I mean, it was fun.
New,
It was a good time, but honestly, like the whole just getting started really screwed me up.
yeah.
Really screwed me up.
If you want advice on how to do that, watch my stream, which I'll be posting live. I make a lot of comments, and I hope if it sounds like I'm too critical, I'm just. I don't mean to be critical. It's more me trying to use it as a learning opportunity for everyone else.
I mean, like just are you talking about playing the game or like the
Oh yeah,
technicalities
the
of live
whole
streaming?
point of me making these videos is just to teach people the game, because there's so
Okay.
much that people just don't get.
Yeah.
Not like some of that is just rules that they don't get. Like different rules interaction, like the great strength thing. A ton of people don't understand that. In fact, there's a bunch of questions about it on Discord or Steam. But then also just like strategies, and I don't want to call them basic strategies because there's kind of nothing basic in Fury of Dracula. Everything is advanced. Some people say that's a flaw of the game. I don't know about that, but it's part of the appeal. It's not a forgiving game. There's no catch-up mechanics. You either play well or you lose. That's just kind of the nature of the game. It's very unforgiving, which I like about it. It makes victories feel very earned. In my
I'm gonna
opinion.
try something like
Yeah,
that
for sure.
here.
Yeah,
Especially for the
ton of
hunters.
this game.
Once
ton
you
of this
get
game that I don't
once you get the
understand.
hunters and you can win consistently, it just feels so good.
Yeah, I imagine. I imagine it does.
We'll never know.
Oh no,
I'll never know.
you'll figure it out.
Let's see. Well, dude, I do appreciate, you walking us through all this and playing the game. I know it's really late for you. I don't want to keep you up, man. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
We're-
I'm
You're
fine.
good?
I can stay up at least a little while. The AI is taken over, so.
Oh, okay.
I think Bon and I both bailed. So.
Yeah, just dropped out.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
that is.
And I'm already dead.
Wait, oh, how does that even? Wow, you didn't even. How are you already dead? You weren't even playing the game. Wow, that's next level stuff right there. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I really wanted somebody to move to Varna. I managed to throw down 2 vampires in that space, because I had 2 hidden schemes. I really wanted someone to move there, because then someone would have had to fight 2 vampires and then fight me, and I'm like, that'd be such an epic way to end it. But
Yeah.
ambushes only happen when someone moves into the space, so Van Helsing was actually pretty safe because he moved in before the vampires were placed. So
Excellent.
that was a
Oh, I
good
gotcha.
forethought on his part.
Oh,
Absolutely. Smart to know.
But yeah, if any of you want to play a one-on-one game, join the Discord. I'm sure you've seen it in the text of all of my videos. The Discord's the place to find games. given that this game goes 1 to 3 hours, you're not generally going to find people just queuing for like, oh yes, I'll just have a casual 3-hour game of Fury of Dracula and expecting
Right.
20 other
Yeah.
people online to also be wanting that. You know, it's the kind of thing where you're like,
Yeah.
hey, can you play this 3-hour game now? Well, no, I can in maybe 6 hours or maybe 2 days from now. You know, and so all the games are planned in advance on the Discord. That's just the nature of long games like this. So
Yeah, for sure.
Huh. I
Cool.
wonder if
Sounds
I can
very
just do it.
May 2020. Like, hey man, wanna play a 3-hour game? Yeah, sure.
yeah, in 2020, sure.
Yeah, I'm going
It's
on.
like, oh yeah, I got nothing to do for the next 6 hours or 9
Yep.
hours. Let's have a best of 3 Fury of Dracula game. No, a best
Why
of
not?
6. 3 games as Hunters and 3 games as Dracula.
Oh, I love it.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna take off. Thanks
Yeah.
again. I'm trying to do this window capture here before you guys go. Let's see if this works.
No, but that was fun. So yeah, thanks for being an epic Dracula and letting us
thank you.
learn some stuff.
As long as y'all had fun, that was my goal.
Oh, you haven't watched that stream, have you? This guy was in character the entire time.
Oh, it's ridiculous, this guy.
Did you like the
guy
whole
was the-
Granada thing?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I'll
nice.
always say at least some city, you know. Last time I did that actually was in Granada, but, you know, this time I didn't want to...
I can imagine this like hunters negotiating with Dracula. Come on, man, tell me where you at, bro.
Yeah, somebody's like,
Stab you.
why
You
would
know, let's stab
Dracula
you. Come
lie to
on.
me? What's up with that? I would just, you know, kind of roll my eyes. It's like, refer to name of character.
Don't hold out on us, Dracula.
Yeah, half the fun in this is all of the maniacal trickery that you can do as Dracula. You have to be very tricky. Well, you can be tricky.
While I got you guys here, I think I'm just gonna listen to you both and use Discord from now on.
Okay.
Okay.
'Cause the audio was working perfectly.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
can
audio
hear
was
y'all.
working great.
Audio's
Yeah,
gonna be great.
I don't think
yeah,
my
and it's-
chat can hear y'all because I didn't set that up. So they only hear one side of this conversation because I didn't go through
Right.
the effort of setting that up, which is dumb because I have set that up in the past. But it's not a big deal. The stream's basically over at this point. So
Yeah.
I got a jam. It's been a lot of fun. We'll do it
Very
again.
All right,
good.
guys.
Fun.
All right, dude.
Taking off.
I'm gonna take off. All right, guys.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks again.
Bye.
Let me know.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Cool, buddy. Let's see if this works. It's not working, is it?
Okay, I will finish the game. You know, let's wolf form to Godleming's location. I can't do that because it's on the trail. Well, I'm a dumb man. Let's go to Belgrade, I guess. Oof. Oh, I'm bad at this game. Okay, yeah, let's go there. Jonathan Harker's gonna trigger. We get to throw down something. Do we have another vampire? No. Let's throw down the bodyguards are actually just better than the wolves, so we'll do that. Somehow I got Darkness Returns. What the heck? Yeah, I'll play that and move into their space. Yeah, I'll play Darkness Returns. Just, you know, and then I'll move into Godleming's safe space, and then we'll end it with a cool big fight. A big epic battle as I attempt to rule the world by killing Godleming. Actually, no, I only get 4 points. I won't quite win. I'll have to kill 2 people. Can I do it? Can I kill 2 AI hunters? We will see. Maybe not. Maybe so. Hired scouts. Oh no. Munich and Bari. Yes! Bari AI. Bari is definitely where I was the whole time. Okay. No, man. It is mathematically impossible for me to have been in Bari. So... just... don't... I'm gonna... on principle... not on strategy. On principle, I'm gonna discard Garlic Wreath. I'll move you towards me for the memes. And now I can look at my chat, since I no longer care. Alright, let's go. Let's go fight Godleming. Rah! Oh, and my vampire matured. So yes, this will be it. If we can kill this guy, and you know what the heck, I'll play a roadblock just to protect me, so it'll be a multiple fight. Ooh, you can't come help me. Ooh, you can't help either, and if you have sense of emergency, you can't head around that way. Haha! Wait, actually, you can still go the other way. Dang it. Oh, right. Van Helsing we'll send over here. Just, I mean, you would normally send him to the other place. So let's end with an epic fight. Hopefully you guys enjoy. But you need to adjust the music in the game itself. Well, apparently I never fixed the music, and that my stream was horrible this whole time. So, oops. Let's open with a mesmerize. Apparently the game audio. I mean, that's pretty low. I guess. I'll try that. Oh well. Mesmerize, let's see what you're doing, huh? Uh-oh. The AI is playing good. If I lose the AI, that's gonna be so funny. I mean, sure, I'm kind of, you know, misplaying. I'm just wanting to end it in a cool way. Let's do a claws attack. Wait, no, I should have plotted because... Man, I'm not taking this seriously. Yeah, I should have plotted because the thing he does that can cancel plotting, he stopped playing. See, plotting well against odds would have been great. Ah. Oh well. What do I have? Strength? Sure, we'll do strength. Basic move. Is he gonna run away like a little jerk? Nah, we do some damage. Do some little poke damage. It's fine. Really want Fangs. Fangs is really good in daytime. I don't think I actually have enough to kill him in one go. So we'll, you know, we'll just do what we can. He'll chill out, fight me next turn. I think he has anything to cancel Fangs. Oh boy, I'm bad. Look at me, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna freaking lose against the AI. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. See guys, I can be defeated. All it takes is computer brain. Nomad's gonna be like, ha, see? Our AI is good. What you got? You ain't got nothing. Wow. This is embarrassing. But you know what? It's all good. It's all fun. If I were really playing, I would play Escape as Bat here and try to win. But I'm not. I'm going to do Fangs. Oh, wait, he's going to play Crucifix again, isn't he? Yep. Well, there you go. That's the game. Oh, no. They won the whole time. So there you go. The Gamery. Better than Quincy Morris. They win in the end. Defeating me with their robot minions. Hunters win again. Dracula can't win. Hunters OP. Well, what else can you say but